Hey, welcome to the 21st lesson on C++. In this lesson, we will learn how to create fully fledged friend classes in the C++ programming language. In the previous lesson, we acquainted ourselves with the topic of friend functions. Now, let's delve into the concept of friend classes. Essentially, friend classes are the same as friend functions. The only difference lies in the fact that when we talk about functions, we can specify that only a particular function is a friend to one or more classes. However, when it comes to friend classes, we can indicate that the entire class is a friend to another class. Let's explore this through practical examples. Firstly, I propose creating a class named dog that describes a certain dog. In this class, I will create only one field, named health, and assign it a value of 100. This field represents the health level of our abstract dog. I set the value immediately because, in practice, when creating an object, the dog's health should be 100% from the start. Now, let's create another class called person. Based on this class, we will describe some people. Here, I'll specify the public access modifier and define several methods through which we will interact with the dog object and its health field. We will either restore the dog's health, reduce its health, or unfortunately, even kill the dog, as sad as it may sound. Let's define a method in the person class. It will be named damage, and through this method, we will inflict some damage. Inside, I need to receive one parameter, the object of the dog to which we will apply the damage. Again, we receive objects by reference as it is optimal and convenient. We've defined this method, and here, within this method, I will do the following. I will access our dog, then access the health field. Currently, this will, of course, cause an error, but nonetheless, I will deduct 20 health points from this field each time. So, if I call this method 5 times, our dog will have 0 health remaining. Here, let's also include additional information. For example, we will print health of the animal, displaying the current health level of our dog. Finally, we'll add a line break. This will be our first method where we reduce the health of our dog. The second method will be named heal. Here, conversely, we will increase the health level of our dog. Instead of deducting 20 health points, let's add slightly fewer, say 10. Similarly, we will display information about the dog's health level here. Let's also create a third method named kill. Here, we will set the health level of our dog to 0. Again, we will display information about the dog's health level. Currently, these 3 methods give us an error, which is logical because we are passing objects to methods, and we cannot access private fields through the object. But what can we do about it? Of course, we can create 3 friend functions, as we did in the previous lesson. You can even pause and try to do it yourself. However, in addition to that, we can specify that the entire person class will be a friend class to the dog class. Once I do this, the person class will immediately gain access to all the private values in the dog class. To do this, I only need to add one line of code. Let's add the public access modifier to the dog class, and then I simply specify the friend keyword. As a friend, I specify the entire person class. Now, in the program, there are no errors, and everything works correctly, with the person class being a friend class to the dog class. However, if I run the program, there will be no output. The reason is that our program has some deficiencies. When the program reads our code from top to bottom and encounters the line where we declare the classes as friends, it hasn't noticed the person class yet. It hasn't read the declaration of the person class, and we've already made it a friend. To fix this error, we need to add a prototype of this class at the top. Simply write class person. Then, when the program reaches this class, it will understand that the class name exists, and its implementation is somewhere below, preventing any errors from being raised. Before we run our program, let's create a few objects and try calling the methods we described earlier. First, I suggest creating a dog object and giving it the name Scooby. Next, let's create another object for a person and name it Alex. Now, through the Alex object, let's call several methods. First, let's use the damage method, passing our dog to it, for which we'll apply damage. I'll do this a couple of times, twice should be enough. Similarly, let's apply the heal method to heal our dog. We'll do this 3 times. Let's be kind today. Finally, let's apply the kill method once, passing our dog to it. Unfortunately, we'll destroy it, as sad as it may sound. Now, let's run our project and see what we've got. We notice that after the first damage, our dog lost 20 health points, leaving it with 80. Then another round of damage occurred, deducting another 20 health points. After that, we healed the dog 3 times, adding 10 health points each time. It seemed to revive, but sadly, it was killed, leaving it with 0 health points. In conclusion, I want to emphasize that I love animals, and no real dogs were harmed in the making of this tutorial. In this lesson, we have created a friend class. Through this friend class, we have full access to another class, and everything is now processed correctly. This concludes our lesson. In this tutorial, we explored the topic of friend classes, ensuring that none of your classes will be without friends, which is, of course, great. That's all from me. See you all soon. Goodbye.